Isn't it just awesome to see the establishment, whether it's the politicians or their media puppets, be so scared over the truth that they have no problem lying to your faces over footage that we can all clearly see? But the paid-for talking heads on Twitter are working overtime to steer the conversation into a defamatory one for Fox News host Tucker Carlson. The politicians are doing much the same, and it's only proving that the Uni-Party exists. And the media are playing defense for their propaganda that they've shown to us over the last 26 months. It was an insurrection. It was the worst attack on this country, even worse than 9/11 in Pearl Harbor. Folks, it was none of those things. And once again, us conspiracy theorists were proven right. It makes one think that the roles are actually reversed. We, the people, are the experts, and the establishment, well, they sound and act like the tinfoil hatters they pretend everyone else is. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me one more time for another edition of the best kept secret in the conservative movement, Things That Need to Be Said. For MRC-TV, I'm Nick Kangadis. Really quick, I'd love it if all of you could head on over to Rumble, subscribe to our channel, and hit that plus button. And no matter where you watch our videos, please share, like, and don't be afraid to leave a comment. I love to read what you guys have to say, and I couldn't do what I do without all of you. Now, on with the show. I'm going to get to my main point in a minute or two because I don't want to keep you too long tonight. But do you remember when January 6th committee member, Democrat Zoe Lofgren, said that they were going to release all the evidence so that it couldn't be selectively edited? You should, because she said it publicly on at least 3 different occasions. We checked.
They've been pretty clear that they'd like to undermine the work that we've done, but we're going to prevent that. We're going to release all the information we've collected so it cannot be selectively edited and spun. Somehow they're going to seize the records. Well, that's not going to be necessary because we're going to publish everything. We're going to publish all the evidence, and there's a reason for this. Not only do we want the public to have it, including the press, including federal departments, but we don't want to give those who might want to destroy or undercut the committee the opportunity to selectively edit and spin. We're going to put it all out there so no one can do that. There'll be no possibility of selectively editing transcripts and spinning them to look like something that they weren't. All of the information will be out for the American public, and they can reach their own conclusions about any of it.
What happened to the release of all that evidence? Why did it take a new House Speaker and a news program to actually see some of that evidence? And why now is the communist machine saying Carlson is selectively editing the footage? First, of course, Carlson is selectively editing the footage. Any edit of any video could be called selectively edited because a person selected specific footage that pertains to the case. It was over 40,000 hours, and Carlson's staff went through it in 3 weeks. My guess is that at least half of the tens of thousands of hours of footage was just empty rooms or halls with nothing going on. Of course, one would selectively edit that footage out. Second, if Carlson's comparatively smaller crew went through that much footage in 3 weeks, why couldn't Congress and their staffers go through precipitously less footage in a much longer period of time? Because they selectively edited the footage that allowed us to see not all of the evidence as Lofgren and the rest of the committee would have liked us to believe. Oh, but wait, my friends. You ready for the rub? CNS News' Susan Jones reported that Lofgren opened her yapper once again, but this time, Lofgren herself told MSNBC Tuesday night,
If you're going to release something, you can't just pick a favorite. You have to release it to everyone.
It's just another case of do as I say, not as I do. I could give all of you way more examples of the Uni-Party selectively editing the footage they allowed us to see, but that would take way more time and just beleaguer the point. My main point, however, and I love it so much, is just how scared the establishment politicians in the Uni-Party are over the footage being shown, which ironically destroys a lot of their talking points.
Kaboom! You've been lawyered.
Look at the Napoleonic complexed former Congressman Adam Kinzinger, for example, a man that was on the January 6th committee. He's so scared that he's resorted to changing the topic completely. Quote, "Dear Fox News viewers, Tucker Carlson said he hates Trump passionately. Just FYI." Even if Carlson does hate Trump, what does that have to do with the validity of his work in showing the January 6th footage your committee didn't want to show because it would change your narrative? The quick answer is that Carlson's feelings about Trump, which Kinzinger validates through a source only known as an unknown Fox employee, has no bearing on what we can see with our eyes. My favorite part of this whole seemingly manufactured saga is seeing both Chuck Schumer and Mitch McConnell chastise Carlson and Fox News for daring to show people the truth.
By diving deep into the waters of conspiracy and cherry-picking from thousands of hours of security footage, Mr. Carlson told the bold-faced lie that the Capitol attack, which we all saw with our own eyes, was somehow not an attack at all.
Clearly, the chief of the Capitol Police, in my view, correctly describes what most of us witnessed firsthand on January 6th. So that's my reaction to it. It was a mistake, in my view, for Fox News to depict this in a way that's completely at variance with what our chief law enforcement official here at the Capitol thinks.
And let me just put it this way. If Chucky and Mitchie are in agreement on how they feel about you seeing the video, then Carlson should, almost as if it's his duty, continue to show more and more footage from the day in question. Maybe once this whole charade is put to bed and no longer deemed an insurrection, a charge which no one has been indicted on, maybe, just maybe, Congress could turn its focus towards the date of the real attempted assault on this country, May 29th, 2020. But that's a topic for another day. So, did I trigger the Uni-Party, or were these simply things that needed to be said? Let me know in the comments, where I do read most and reply to some. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel on Rumble and hit that plus button. If you like this video, don't forget to share, comment, and give it a thumbs up. Those are the best ways to help these videos reach more people, and it's the best way to let us know you want us to keep these videos coming. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so that YouTube might actually let you know when MRC-TV comes out with a new video if they haven't censored it or taken it down yet. Like us on Facebook, check out more of our work at MRCTV.org, and if you want to support our content and the conservative movement, head on over to MRC.org/donate to help us out, since we're a non-profit and couldn't do what we do without all of you. For MRC TV, I'm Nick Kangadis.